choosing a school, parents who want the best education for their students look for academic excellence, skilled teachers, a safe school that encourages their values. Students want a school with competitive athletics, unique opportunities, and friendships that last a lifetime. Fairfield Christian Academy, the place where parents and students agree. Enrolling now at fairfieldchristianacademy.com.
Welcome everyone to Fairfield Christian Academy for tonight's high school girls volleyball match. It's senior night, and the host Lady Knights will be playing their Mid-State League rival, Millersport. I'm Dave DeWeese. Along with me is media student Isaac Spangler. We'll be calling the game for you tonight. Let's go ahead and get the starting lineups as we see Millersport right now, the visiting team.
Starting off for Millersport, we have our sophomore, number 4, Bailey Cumbo. Number 5, Shiloh Price, a freshman. Number 7, our senior captain, Joanna Whetstone. Number 9, Morgan Stanley, a senior. Number 10, Emily Jones, our captain and a libero. Number 15, Alyssa Neal, a sophomore. And number 23, Kyra Young, a senior.
And Millersport is coached by Julie Whetstone. Now let's get the lineup for the Lady Knights.
For the Lady Knights, we have starting off number 1, Allie Albert. Number 6, Sydney Tucker. Number 7, Samantha Collier. Number 12, Ruthie Johnson. Number 16, Lindsay Beatty. Number 19, our libero, Morgan Furness. And number 23, Madison Doolittle.
And the Knights are coached by Mrs. Mary Beth DeWeese. Who are our officials calling this game tonight, Isaac?
Well, our up official will be Bill Laddig, and our down official will be Dave Holtzberry.
All right, as we're getting close to having starting action here, I want to make sure we let you know exactly how these teams are fared so far in this season as the season is about winding down. Fairfield Christian comes in tonight with a record of 16-2 on the season, and they are 6-1 in the Mid-State League. They are now leading the Mid-State League and in first place after Berne Union lost to Fisher Catholic at home this past Tuesday night. Millersport comes into tonight's lineup, or tonight's game, with a record of 7-12, and they are 1-6 in Mid-State League play. And they still have, after tonight's game, 2 ball games in the Mid-State League to play. They finish up with games against, I believe it's Harvest Prep and then Grove City Christian. So they play Grove City and then they play Harvest Prep. So we're about ready to get started with action here. This is going to be a very important start for the Knights. It is senior night, as we already pointed out. The Knights are honoring 3 seniors plus their senior manager. We want to make sure that we point out, which is Jennifer Whitson. And Jenny's been a manager for the team for 4 years. So Jenny, congratulations on your senior night. The other seniors for Fairfield Christian Academy tonight are going to be number 23, Madison Doolittle, number 16, Lindsay Beatty, and then the libero, who you'll see soon, number 19, Morgan Furness. The Millersport Lakers also have a set of 4 seniors here that will be playing tonight. And again, we called them out already, some of them. Joanna Whetstone, number 7, the libero, Emily Jones. They are both captains for the team. And Kyra Young, who also plays as a senior. And I know I missed a senior there. It would have been Morgan Stanley, number 9. So as we started off with action here, Madison Doolittle will be serving for the Knights, and she's already scored a point. And we'll be back to serve a second time for the Knights. The libero there, Jones, handles that, but she's going to have to bump it over. Gives the Knights a chance to set up an attack here as Albert hits it and gets the kill. The freshman there, Shiloh Price for Millersport, got a block on that one, but unfortunately it dropped in front of her on her side of the net. She wasn't able to dig it out. Doolittle hits that one into the net. So Millersport Lakers will get the ball over on their side with that side out. The Knights do get a 2-1 lead here. And coming into the serve is number 35, Lydia Dupler. She's a freshman for Coach Julie Whetstone. And Lydia Dupler, the freshman, hits that one into the net. So the Knights now with their rotation are going to bring in their libero for Albert in the back row, and she's going to serve with her team leading 3-1. Whetstone, the senior captain for Lakers, gets the kill on the outside of that one and brings the ball back over her team, and that's going to bring back number 4, sophomore Bailey Cumbro, to serve for the Lakers. Doolittle handles that one up to the setter for the Knights, junior Cindy Tucker. And Johnson, also a sophomore there, gets the kill on the outside, and we're going to have a substitution here as number 2, Mackenzie Speakman, a sophomore, comes in to play the front row for fellow sophomore, number 7, Samantha Collier. Tucker back to serve for the Knights with her team leading 4-2. Jones has trouble handling that. It's going to come over on a free ball to the Knights. Tucker setting up Johnson in the middle, but she hits that one long. So right now both teams kind of feeling each other out early in this match as the Lakers are only down 3-4, and that brings back number 15, Alyssa Neal, sophomore, to serve. Speakman calls that one out. They're going to set up Beatty on the backside, and she gets right past the block and gets the kill. So the senior, Lindsay Beatty, with a big hit, puts her team up 5-3 here in this early match here as we are in set 1 of tonight's match. Beatty puts that one just barely over the net. Lakers handle it. And number 9 there, Morgan Stanley, another senior, is able to get the kill as she gets that one down. And that's going to bring the ball back over to the Lakers with Julie Whetstone, the captain, number 7, back to serve for them.
Shiloh Price comes into the front row.
And Doolittle with a big hit. That's got to keep Coach DeWeese happy there with that one there. She's able to get the point and bring the ball back over to the Knights.
Reese Johnson serving for the Knights with a score of 6-4.
Number 23 there, Kyra Young, one of the seniors, tries to go cross court with that on the outside set, hits it wide. Johnson with another serve. Whetstone sets up Price, who gets a big kill and a double block there. So Millersport only trailing 5-7 here. Number 23, Kyra Young, the senior, is going to be back to serve. And Johnson shanks that one, and another point to Millersport. Beatty takes that serve in. Tucker sets up Albert, who hits it just out long. So Millersport ties it up with that. And Kyra Young, again, number 23, back to serve again with her team now tied at 7-7 with the Knights. And Kyra hits that one into the net, brings the ball back over to the Knights with Mackenzie Speakman back to serve. Speakman's just a sophomore for Coach DeWeese. That one is dug out by Beatty as Albert's able to get a little bit of a dink, but the Millersport Lakers handled that one. That was a good effort there by the... And Doolittle again tries to get that win with a little bit of finesse. So Doolittle hit the big shot earlier, and that time she did a roll shot just over the top, and the Lakers had a little trouble handling that. So Speakman back to serve again with her team up 9-7. And Speakman with the ace. Speakman had a really good game in the JV game that she played. She played one tonight for Coach DeWeese down at that level. And she serves 15 straight points in that game. So I didn't want to say that earlier and jinx her because she's come out with 2 service points here in the varsity game for Coach DeWeese. And another one. So Speakman picks up where she left off and gets a second ace. Coach Whetstone's going to make a substitution in the back row. She brings in number 15, Alyssa Neal, play for the Libero. Emily Jones, one of the captains. This time the Lakers are going to get it over the net, but the Knights are going to get a chance to set this one up. And it's going to be Beatty from the back row. And the Lakers dig it out. It's back up again, this time with Albert. Price gets her hands on it. And now Whetstone's going to dink it over. Tucker to Albert. Tucker with a little dink shot over the net. Now Price sets up. And again, we're having a lot of finesse at the net. Nobody's getting it down. Now it's going to be Doolittle who's going to hit it up, and she hits it down the line and gets it to drop.
Number 2, Speakman, still serving for the Knights. Scored at least 6 points for her team. We'll set up Bailey Cumbo for the attack over the net. And Madison Doolittle will dink it just outside.
Madison trying to go cross court with that. She's been working on that dink and has been successful at times this season with that, but that time she missed outside.
This brings Colliers into the back row for Speakman.
And it's going to bring Emily Jones, the Libero, back to serve for Coach Whetstone and the Lakers. And line judge, Mr. Robin Speakman, calls that one in for Jones. Our line judges tonight are Robin Speakman and Dennis Nolan. They've been doing it for the Knights most of this season for their home matches. And believe me, they are very good and experienced. That time, Tucker gets the set into Albert. She hits it wide. So just like that, the Lakers were down 7-12, but now they've inched back into it. They're only down 2 points, 12-10. Kind of get the feeling right now that the Knights are just a little bit out of sync. Jones to Johnson.
Set up
that
Cumbo.
time, Cumbo hits it out long and wide. Couldn't quite find the line on that side that time.
Madison Doolittle will serve for the Knights with a score of 13-10. They're starting to develop a little bit of a cushion there for a minute, but the Lakers managed to catch right back up. Number 7, Joanna Whetstone will hit it into the net.
It's a little uncharacteristic out of the senior Whetstone. She usually is very good in the front row with her attacks. Doolittle puts another one up. Doolittle serving well, but Price gets a nice hit, but Collier's able to handle that one. Now Tucker's going to put it in the back row just a little bit long. And that's going to bring the point and the ball back over to the Lakers with number 35, Lydia Dupler, a freshman, coming back in to serve. First time up, she put it in the net, but I would assume this time that's not going to happen. As Johnson puts it up to Tucker. They're going to set up Beatty on the outside. She hits the net, so Whetstone's able to handle it. Another tip there. And unfortunately for number 4 there, Cumbro, the sophomore, she hit it up at the net, had a chance for a kill, but hit it out wide.
Score is 15-11, Knights leading with Morgan Furness, our Libero, serving. Emily Jones will be at the attack.
And that's a nice kill there by Lindsay Beatty as she finds the back corner. Able to get the point and the kill. So now the Knights are up by 5 with Furness back to serve again.
Jones will handle it for the Lakers.
Doolittle with that dig. Lakers doing a good job there, and Whetstone able to get that one with a dink right over the block. So
brings Kumbo back to serve for the Lakers. Colliers will handle it for the Knights, and they'll set up Johnson. Johnson makes it over the block, and Doolittle's unable to handle the return by the Lakers.
That one kind of took the Knights by surprise there. She was able to bump that ball back over out of the dig, and nobody was ready to take it. So the Lakers keeping this one close, only down 3 now. Kumbo to serve again.
Furness will attempt to send over a free ball, but it hits the net just short.
And with that, Coach DeWeese is going to take a timeout for the Knights. That gives us a chance to take a look at our sponsors.
Don't miss comedian Shonda Pierce at concert with Jason Crabb at Fairfield Christian Church on Tuesday, October 14th at 6:30 p.m. It'll be a guaranteed good time. Tickets are available by calling 740-654-0099.
And Coach DeWeese there, not liking what she's seeing. Her team is still up 16-14, but I don't think she liked the way they were moving and covering. Right now, Millersport has a little bit of momentum. They're doing a good job of attacking and putting the Knights on their heels. So we're going to see what happens after this timeout. We come out here. Again, just to kind of recap, this is senior night for the Knights as they're honoring several of their seniors. And this is also an important game for them as they are vying for a league title right now in first place, and they don't want to lose a game like this. That right now, Millersport's sitting at 1-6 in the league. But stranger things have happened, and Millersport has brought their game tonight as they're only down 2 points right now. And Kumbo back to serve again after the timeout.
She'll send it just out.
And that happens sometimes. Part of the coach's strategy sometimes to call that timeout is not only to get their team together, but maybe like you would ice a kicker in football to ice the server. It did have that effect, unfortunately, for Bailey Kumbo.
So bring our setter, Sydney Tucker, back to serve. Jones will handle it for the Lakers. And Whetstone will dink it over. Lindsay Beatty with the attack, but she hits the block.
She went right into that double block and was able to get it as it dropped down in front of Whetstone and number 15, Alyssa Neal. Tucker again with the serve, goes at Jones, the captain libero, and she shanks it off, so it's an ace for Tucker.
Scores 19-14 with the Knights leading.
Tucker puts that one in the net. Tucker did receive an honor this week as she was the Lancaster Eagle Gazette Player of the Week. Athlete of the Week, I guess it would be, for her performance in the last 3 games coming up to this game tonight.
Neal serving for the Lakers, and she manages to hit it over.
And unfortunately, she couldn't get that. They couldn't get that one over the net, though. Knights. That was good hustle by him to get that attack up there, but the ball just hit the top of the net and dropped in there.
Number 16, Lindsay Beatty, serving for the Knights with a score of 20. For the Lakers, 15. Whetstone will dink it over, and the Knights are unable to return the ball.
Furness was there, but for some reason she didn't quite get that up high enough for anybody to get underneath it, so that's going to be an error for Morgan.
This brings Shiloh Price into the front row for the Lakers. We'll set up Doolittle for the attack. Looks like it might have been out, but the Lakers decided to play it. Speakman will send it over.
And she drops that one right in there on the line. Nice attack there by Mackenzie Speakman. A nice attack there by Doolittle too, but the Lakers did a nice job of handling it.
They did indeed. Number 12, Ruthie Johnson, serving for the Knights. Kyra Young with the attack for the Lakers. She'll set up Joanna Whetstone, one of the captains. But number 1, Allie Albert, will hit it out of bounds.
Speakman had to set that ball twice because Tucker, the normal setter, had to take the first ball, and Tucker got a chance from the back row to attack, and then the second time she went to Albert, who hit that one out wide. Now Tucker back in control of the sets. She goes to Doolittle, who finds the back corner there. Whetstone not quite able to get it. And Coach Julie Whetstone for the Lakers is going to take a timeout with her team down 17-22 right now, as we are into the late part of this first set of this match.
I'd like to take the time to thank the media team for bringing you this game. Today's broadcast is a high school media production by Fairfield Christian Academy. Students, student announcing, students on camera, and students producing and mixing. David Deweese and Isaac Spangler are your announcers tonight. For camera, we've got Ian Parrish, Jared Walker, and Matt Tobin. Graphics and audio is Ethan Roberts, and TriCaster is Harrison Poole.
So as we come back to action, it's going to be Mackenzie Speakman, the sophomore. Again, she had a good service game in the JV and several points here already in this one. She puts in a nice serve there, but the Lakers handle it. Jones in the back row. Nice block there by Albert. Speakman digs that one out as Price was able to try to get it in the back row. And again, Speakman digs it out. Tucker sets up Doolittle, who gets the kill. Nice double block out there by Price, and I believe number 9, Stanley, were out there, but they weren't able to get it back on Madison as she was able to get the kill and the point.
We'll set up Kyra Young, and she'll hit into the net. That'll be set point for the Knights. See if they can win this first match. Score is 24-17. Speakman sends it over. We'll set up number 9, Stanley. Tucker with the attack. And a little bit of miscommunication on the Lakers side, and they're unable to send it back over. That'll be the game.
And so for the first set, the Knights take it 25-17. Teams are going to switch sides, and we're going to get ready for the second set in this match. But we're going to first pause for this from our sponsors.
I went off to Paris to start modeling, and it sounds so much more glamorous than it was. I was a rebellious teenager. I was questioning authority. Who really knows the truth? Who really knows what's right and what's wrong? Who's to say? And I knew that what I was holding in my hands was the truth. And as I read, my life was forever changed.
When it comes to choosing a school, parents who want the best education for their students look for academic excellence, skilled teachers, a safe school that encourages their values. Students want a school with competitive athletics, unique opportunities, and friendships that last a lifetime. Fairfield Christian Academy, the place where parents and students agree. Enrolling now at fairfieldchristianacademy.com.
In 1929 in Chicago, a gentleman by the name of Marion Wade, former minor league baseball player, started the company. It was just a moth-proofing company then. In 1952, it expanded to carpet cleaning and pioneered what is now called outsourcing. And the Sidwells wanted a community that had a lot of churches, had a lot of soccer opportunities where kids love soccer, and a good Parks and Rec department, so they chose Lancaster. And so in 1980, they moved the franchise here in Lancaster to 6th Avenue. But then in 2002, Todd George, current owner, purchased the franchise from them. And in 2004, he bought a building that's on Mulberry Street, and that's where the franchise is located currently. I'm Jay Johnson, General Manager of Service Master Clean by Todd George, where we guarantee if it's not done right the first time, we'll do it again.
Service Master Clean by Todd George, 740-687-1077, 740-687-1077.
Welcome back to Fairfield Christian Academy as we get ready to start this second set of the match tonight. Teams have traded sides of the court. Fairfield Christian, the home team, came away with a victory there in that first set as they won that one 25-17.
Looks like they'll be starting out with the same lineup as well.
And so does Millersport, it looks like. Right now they do have number 35, Lydia Dupler, in the back row. And that may be because of the rotation change if she's back there.
A little bit of pressure on the Lakers since the Knights won the first match of this game. see if they can turn the tide and stay in this game.
There's no doubt that Millersport comes into tonight's match as a certain underdog, but I will say that the Lady Knights have been susceptible to some times when they've kind of gone a little bit asleep. They lost a second game to Grove City Christian at one point this season, so Millersport does have a chance.
Lydia Dupler serving for the Lakers, a freshman.
And Doolittle got that attack in there. And Doolittle gets the best of that net play. That one actually came over the net. Millersport looked like they were going to have a shot at it, but Madison, the senior, Madison Doolittle, was able to get that one.
I've seen a lot of good volleys in this game.
It has been a good match tonight.
The Lakers will dink that one over, and Sydney Tucker will hit it right back. But number 7, Joanna Whetstone, it's in the net. She's done that several times today.
Well, that was they were actually got the official, the up official for tonight, Bill Laddick, called a double hit also that time. And Doolittle hits that one wide, so just like in the first game, she gets 2 points and then she hits the ball out. So we're gonna have to talk a little bit to Madison about that one after the game. It's now 2-1. Lakers are down, but Bailey Cumbro, the sophomore for the Lakers, will be back to serve. Collier handles it. Beatty set up outside. She hits it off of Whetstone's block there, and it goes down. So that's a nice big hit and kill. And the assist goes to Sydney Tucker, the junior setter.
Morgan Furness serving for the Knights, and she'll put it over the net.
Nice placement there by Tucker. Doolittle able to dig it out, get it up to the net, and Tucker saw an opening spot there on the Millersport's defense and laid it in there. Furness with another serve. Lakers are going to get a chance to attack, but Collier digs it out. We're going to set up Doolittle for the back row attack.
We'll set up Young again on the Lakers side.
Nice dig out there by Tucker. It's going to give the Millersport another chance, and this time Whetstone finds the hole in the Knights defense. He gets the point, the kill, and brings the ball back over to the Lakers. Number 15, Alyssa Neal, the sophomore, back to serve.
Doolittle will send it over, and it'll be just a little bit long.
That time Madison didn't get a chance to get up and jump on that back row attack, and that might have affected her. She sent that one out long. Doolittle again with the serve receive.
Johnson will hit it over the block.
The Knights have to send that one in the back corner. Now they're going to get a chance to set up Johnson with the attack. But the Lakers handle it again, get it back in the back row. Now they're going to come out here to Beatty. Once again, the Lakers handle it. This time, though, the set by Dupler just barely went over the net and actually set up Johnson for the kill. So Coach Whetstone's going to take a timeout here. Her team now trailing 3-5. She's wanting to talk to Lydia Dupler, the freshman. Looks like that's going to be someone Coach Whetstone is training for the next setter position there for Millersport. And that gives us a chance to recognize one of our sponsors.
We'd like to take this time to thank Big Sandy Superstore. It was founded in 1953. They believe in giving customers the best possible value for their money spent. And if there's a problem, they simply follow the golden rule. This simple formula has stood the test of time. Big Sandy Superstore. Bigger, better. In Lancaster on Memorial Drive. Or online at BigSandySuperstore.com.
Big Sandy right around the corner here from our gymnasium, as they're a proud sponsor of the Fairfield Christian Knights. And as they break out of that timeout, we're going to see if Coach Whetstone is able to get her point across to her ladies there and stop.
Number 2, Mackenzie Speakman comes in for number 7, Samantha Colliers in the front row.
And Tucker, the junior setter, back to serve. Her team up 5-3 here in this second set of tonight's match. And Young not able to get that. Whetstone set her up in the middle, and she kind of mistimed it and was going for the dink, but it didn't quite get over the net.
Set up Beatty for the attack. And the Lakers are able to handle that little fluke and send it back over.
Nice hustle to get to that. Johnson with the block. So Johnson gets a block, a solo block there in the middle off of Whetstone's attack. That was a nice attack by Joanna Whetstone, senior captain, but right into Johnson's block. This time Speakman digs it out. That one's going to be just a wide outside set. That's going to be a setting error on Tucker. Tucker doesn't have many setting errors, but that one unfortunately goes in her column on the stat sheet.
So bring back our captain, Joanna Whetstone, to serve for the Lakers. They're down 3 points to the Knights 7. Johnson with the attack, but they'll handle it and send it back over, or not. Freshman number 5, Shiloh Price, hits it into the net.
I think Price and Young there had a little bit of miscommunication. He was going to take that. Shiloh was looking at Kyra and thinking she was going to take it, and then the last second had to step up and hit it. And Jones, the libero, can't quite get that back row set up. And the Knights now on top, 9-4.
Brings Lindsay Beatty back to serve for the Knights. Shiloh Price with the attack. Johnson tries to save it, but can't get down there fast enough.
Yeah, Beatty tried to save that one on the back row. I think she wasn't quite sure where she was at. That one was actually going out. But Lindsay went ahead and tried to play it, and unfortunately couldn't get it to someone. Johnson had to dive, and that's going to give it back to the Lakers with Young serving. Oh, nice play there by Speakman. Catch that one as it came right off of the net. Now the Knights on the attack. Price got the block on Doolittle, but Doolittle able to send it back over, and this time Johnson has an attacking error at the net and doesn't quite get it over. So it felt like the Knights might be pulling away on this one, but the Lakers are right back in it, only trailing 6-9.
Libero Morgan Furness handles it and will set up Doolittle for the attack. She'll hit it into the block. And now Johnson sending it over for the Knights.
And unfortunately, that second hit by Whetstone went up into the ceiling. That was a real nice play there by Tucker because she set up Doolittle on the left attack side. Doolittle hit the block, it came back, and so she went to the right attack side. And Johnson able to get it down because of that. But just like that, the Knights make a critical mistake there as that ball came back over. Nobody was ready for it on the serve by Johnson.
Lakers are catching up again. The score is 10-7.
And the Lakers caught a little bit of a break there on the miscommunication by the Knights.
Number 10, the libero, Emily Jones, serving for the Lakers. And Doolittle gets it past the block and will bring the serve back to the Knights side.
Doolittle finding the side of the court there that had a hole in it.
Speakman at service. We'll set up Neal, and she'll manage to get it past number 23, Madison Doolittle.
Dupler going to be coming back in for Price for the Lakers as they trail 8-11 right now. And Coach DeWeese didn't like what she saw out there in the court in the last couple of points, I think. She's going to take a timeout and talk with her team now as they still are up 11-8, but they're going to be on the receiving end of the Lakers serve. This gives us another opportunity. Isaac, who we got now?
Got Service Master Clean by Todd George. They provide a cleaning service for Fairfield County. They'll help you get clean and stay clean that way at work and at home. Service Master Clean by Todd George is proud to demonstrate their commitment to excellence and their promise to do the job right or do it over. Service Master Clean by Todd George, 740-687-1077.
So with the Knights leading on the scoreboard 11-8 right now. They break, and the Lakers are still in their timeout, but they're coming out, and they'll have the service. It'll be the freshman, Lydia Dupler. This game's kind of following a lot like the very first game. The Knights, every time they try to pull away, the Lakers are coming right back in this and keeping it close.
It's an awfully close match. Colliers will dig that one out and get set up for the attack.
Collier digs out a real nice attack there on the outside. And Johnson again with another error from the back row. Dupler serving with their team only down 2 now. Goes right at Johnson, who shanks it out. Now the Lakers only trailing by 1. Furness, the libero, comes into that back center position right now. See if she can handle these serves that are coming to her by Dupler. And that time Tucker can't handle it up there. Coach Ruiz gets off the bench. He's not real happy with his last couple of serve receives by the Knights. And just like that, it's a tie ball game, 11-11.
Lakers managed to catch up. And they'll set up Albert for the attack. Doolittle will try to save it when Albert hit the block, which will send it far out. Colliers with the attack for the Knights.
Whetstone there. And that's going to be another error on the Knights right now. They're kind of in a little bit of a funk down. And this is the first time the Lakers have trailed or led in this match. They're up 2 points, 13-11.
Here comes the serve. Furness handles it for the Knights, and they'll set up Albert. She'll make it over the block, but the Lakers managed to return it. Sydney Tucker will hit it right back over. Another long volley like I was talking about.
And this time Madison Doolittle, the senior, hits it out wide. Now her team is down 14-11. Dupler back to serve again. She's gotten several service points here and really helped her team out. And the Lakers right now able to dig out everything that the Knights are throwing at them. Coach Mary Beth Reese again taking her second time out of this second set right here, as her team is struggling, down 15-11 right now.
Shaping up to be a real critical time. You can kick off your Christmas season with the 2014 Joy Tour with Stephen Curtis Chapman and Brandon Heath. Stephen Curtis Chapman is the most awarded Christian artist in Christian music, with 58 Gospel Music Association Drover Awards, 5 Grammys, 47 #1 singles, and approaching 11 million albums sold. The Joy Tour hits Lancaster, Ohio at the Fairfield Christian Church on Saturday, December 6th at 6 p.m. Ticket info at 740-654-0099.
Well, this match tonight was kind of like not really having much crowd into it, but that has all changed as the Lakers now are up 15-11 in both the student section for the Fairfield Christian Knights and the Millersport crowd has now tried to cheer their teams on. And Dupler with an ace. Well, that's what Coach Whetstone wanted out of that timeout, is her team now up 16-11. And Dupler, the freshman, showing why she's out there on the court. Another ace.
Roll back off the fingers of number 7, Samantha Colliers.
And Coach Luis has seen this out of her team a couple of times this year. Just most recently, like I said, they've lost the second game to Grove City Christian at their place. We'll see if the Knights can get back into this one, but right now they're down 17-11.
Several small mistakes by the Knights are costing them. The score is now 18-11.
And the momentum is all on the Lakers side right now. It is tilting the court. to the left as we are looking at this game.
Could be it for the Knights.
That one.
Instead of Colliers.
But again, the Lakers on the attack here. That time they dinked it. They're going to set up Doolittle out here. And she puts it right into the block.
Lydia Dupler still serving for the Lakers. Morgan Furness goes for the dig, but it rolls right off her hands.
So Coach Luis here trying to make a little bit of a substitution. She's going to put a freshman for the Knights, Kaylin Luis, into the game for Collier in the back row. I think she's just trying to break the serve here, maybe a little bit of Dupler. Goes right at Johnson.
Tucker will set up Doolittle. And she makes it over, and the Lakers are unable to return it.
So the bleeding has stopped on the Knights side. That's going to bring Doolittle back to serve here with her team down a bunch, 12-20.
We'll see if the Knights can catch back up. Lakers have a real nice cushion. Whetstone with the attack, and she'll hit it out. The momentum might have swung back to the Knights side.
They still have a long way to crawl up this mountain, down 13-20 here. Doolittle's going to try to do what she can as she's back to serve again. And she gets an ace.
Whetstone and Young have a little bit of miscommunication on the Lakers side. Knights only down 6 now. Young will hit it into the nets for the Lakers side. And the Knights are only down 5. They might be able to catch up and win this match.
And Beatty digs that one out off of Whetstone's attack. Beatty again hits it over that way. Now it's going to be the Lakers' chance. And the Knights able to pick that one up. And Whetstone hits it long. So that was a really nice rally there by both teams. Coach Whetstone doesn't like the way it turned out, though, as the Knights got the point. So she's going to go ahead and take a timeout now with her team still up 20-16, but she doesn't want to see the Knights get any closer in this game.
Central Ohio General Surgeons are physicians who are ready and willing to perform your invasive procedures for the wellness of their patients. At Central Ohio General Surgeons, your appointment includes time for examination and discussion, so please feel free to ask questions at any time. Central Ohio General Surgeons can be contacted at 740-654-6213. We thank them for supporting the FCA Sports Network.
Well, Doolittle's going to come out of the timeout still with the serve here. But her team down by 4. And she gets exactly what Coach Luis wanted there, an ace. Both coaches now have taken both of their timeouts, so we won't have any more interruptions in this one, except for possible substitutions.
Doolittle's managed to score 5 points for her team. Lakers just barely able to return that serve.
But they're going to get a chance to set up an attack with Whetstone again. Beatty digs that one out. They're going to set up Beatty on the outside as both teams are trying hard. Millersport right now really doing a good job of digging stuff out. And they couldn't quite get that one. I still give Millersport a lot of credit. They were really digging out some super attacks by the Knights there, but unfortunately there, they just kind of couldn't keep up with it, and the Knights now only trailing 2.
The ceilings at FCA are awfully low for a high school gym.
And Millersport just can't get that one over. You had to watch to see what was going on there.
Knights are only down 1 now with score 19-20, Lakers leading.
You would assume that you're going to have low ceilings, though, when a gymnasium is on the second floor of a structure like we have here at Fairfield Christian.
The momentum is definitely swung over to the Knights side as they're able to tie it up 20-20.
Who would have thought it? Doolittle bringing her team back from the brink and putting them back in contention where they might be able to get this game. Millersport's going to try to stop it here. Beatty with the big kill and the block.
Doolittle's almost served 10 consecutive points for her team.
Well, that's what you kind of expect out of the senior. Coach DeWeese has a lot of confidence in her seniors, and they've done a good job with this program this year. Doolittle hits another one in, but the Lakers have a chance. And the freshman DeWeese makes a mistake in the back there, not going for that one as Whetstone gets the kill. So now it's coming down to crunch time here. Tie ball game. Ball comes back over to the Lakers.
A lot of pressure on number 4, Bailey Cumbo, as she comes back to serve for the Lakers in the tie ball game. She'll hit it into the net.
You kind of called that one, Isaac, didn't you?
Yep.
Cumbo, just a sophomore for the Lakers. The Knights are going to have to rely on Morgan Furness, a senior here, their libero on this one. Jones handles it. And number 15 there, Alyssa Neal. Another sophomore for Coach Whetstone, couldn't get that one. So now the Knights are in range with only needing 2 points here to finish this one off, and a big comeback. Jones again handles it. There's a little miscommunication there. And Morgan Furness, the senior, with a chance to actually pull this one out for the Knights here. Serving service point. Gets it. Millersport drops that one. So the Knights stormed back after being down, what was it, 18-11, something like that. They came back and won that one, 25-21 here in this second game. Again, the teams are going to switch sides with the Knights now up 2-0. We're going to take a break and we'll be back right after this message from our sponsors.
Posting isn't private. Beware what you share.
Hi, I'm Mike Miller, host of Lancaster Perspective. The crew and I would like to extend a formal invitation to you to catch us on Channel 9 Lancaster School Network.
Lancaster Perspective on LSN.
Hi, I'm Clark Kellogg. I've attended basketball games from coast to coast over the years as a participant, broadcaster, parent, and fan. And believe me, I've seen my share of unsporting behavior. The purpose of school sports is for kids to have fun, develop their skills, and learn lessons that will last a lifetime. So when you attend a school contest, please keep that in mind. Remember to behave in a way that reflects positively on your child, your school, and your community. Let's respect the game.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Welcome back to this volleyball game where the Lady Knights are taking on the Lakers. Just a little bit of a recap. They won the first game, the Knights did, 25-17. And the second game they were down but managed to come back and win it, 25-21. We'll see if they can win this third match of the game and finish it off for the night.
Millersport had their chance there, you'd have to say, being up so much on the Knights, but you got to give the Knights credit for really coming back. They kind of had that same intestinal fortitude when they were taking on Bern Union in our last broadcast. They were down 2-0 and came back and won that one in incredible fashion in a 5th game thriller. I don't know if we have any Millersport fans listening to this broadcast, but we do want to give some congratulations to the turnaround for the Millersport football team, as they are now 5-0 on the season. And congratulations to a good friend of mine, their superintendent over there at Millersport, Mr. Randy Kottner. I'm sure he's proud of them and the football team and their turnaround.
Looks like they'll start it off pretty good this match with an ace from Madison Doolittle. That's 2 in a row.
So Doolittle picking right up where she left off here, that's what he's seeing.
She
with
scored
2
almost
quick points. Now, if this follows form, Madison may not get this one in. I'm sorry I had to call that one. It's been the pattern every game so far. She's gotten 2 quick points, and then she's hit one either in the net or out. So, Madison, if you watch this game on its rebroadcast, you got to break that pattern. Dupler, the freshman, who had a ton of points for the Millersport Lakers, back to serve now. And the Knights do have trouble handling the serve, but they get it over, and now Whetstone puts it down. So she picks up the 2nd point for the Lakers and ties the score. Johnson hit that back one from Dupler. I think it was actually going out, but
that's what I was going to say, yeah.
Ruthie didn't want to take a chance and let that one go in where it was at.
I'm sure there's a good bit of pressure on both teams. Dupler will hit that one into the net.
Hits that one into the net. Got to give the freshman credit, though. In that last game, she just piled up a ton of points for the Lakers there in the middle of the set.
Say almost 10.
Yeah, she put them up big time, and then unfortunately they weren't able to hold on to it. So Morgan Furness, the senior libero, back to serve for the Knights. The Lakers handle it. Doolittle digs that one out, but they can't handle it there, and the Lakers are going to get the point. Number 15, Alyssa Neal, was able to get that one to go down. She's just a sophomore for Coach Whetstone and the Lakers.
Number 4, Bailey Cumbo, back to serve for the Lakers. Tie ball game, 3.
Doolittle handles that. Tucker has to hustle after it, but yeah. I even said ooh before the official blew the whistle. That was going to be a double hit there, call on the freshman setter Lydia Dupler.
Knights are up 1 with Sydney Tucker serving. Looks like that one would have been out, but the Knights decided to play it.
And so just like we've seen in all 3 of these matches, it's starting off a little bit close here. As number 15, Alyssa Neal, is going to go back now to serve for the Lakers with the score tied, 4-4. And she drops one in right in front of Doolittle, who can't handle it, and gets the ace.
This is almost what happened last game. The Lakers are starting to get the momentum on their side, and they'll carry it all the way. Johnson with the attack. Johnson with the kill, sorry.
That's nice to see that out of Johnson. She's had a couple of errors here in tonight's match, and she had no problem with that one getting it to go down. That's what you need out of your middle hitter.
Nice, powerful attack. 16, Lindsay Beatty serving for the Knights. Serves it just a little bit long.
So we're going to see Joanna Whetstone, the captain, senior captain, back to serve for the Lakers. She goes at another senior, Beatty, who sets up Tucker to Johnson, but now the Lakers have it, and they have a chance. And they do get the kill there and the point.
A lot of back and forth in this matchup.
But the Lakers on top again, 7-5. And Furness can't handle it. Now the Lakers are up 8-5, and now it's Whetstone piling up the points for the Lakers. Beatty handles that, and they get a big hit there to Doolittle. And she gets the kill. So assist to Tucker and a kill for Doolittle on that one, as Albert comes back in the back row and Furnace goes out.
Johnson to serve. Shiloh Price with the attack there. A freshman for the Lakers. And again, she makes it over the block. And that'll be a kill.
So the Lakers having a good game on offense tonight as they are getting several kills on the Knights in their defense. That's going to bring back Kyra Young to serve for the Lakers as they again are up in this match, 9-6 now. Doolittle hits it. She gets the kill. So right now the teams are going back and forth, but with that happening, the Lakers are still up by 2. That's going to bring Mackenzie Speakman, the sophomore, back to serve. I almost made a mistake and called Mackenzie Johnson. She's a senior who attends here at FCA and plays basketball. Sorry about that, Mackenzie. Mackenzie Speakman, number 2, back to serve, a sophomore for the Knights. And again, Millersport handles it and sets up the attack and finds the back center of the Knights defense for the kill. So it's 10-7 with the libero for the Lakers. Number 10, Emily Jones, back to serve.
She'll put the ball up for the Lakers, and the Knights will set up Doolittle. The Lakers will hit it just long. I believe that was number 7, Joanna Whetstone, the senior captain for the Lakers.
It was a good try there by Whetstone. Unfortunately, when she punched it long. That brings Doolittle back to serve again. Doolittle's had some points. And she gets another one. Doolittle was instrumental in that big comeback in the second set tonight for the Knights. And they could juice her right now. The Knights able to handle that attack. Set up Beatty for the big kill. The senior Lindsay Beatty, outside hitter for the Knights, puts that one down and gives her team a 10-10 tie. And Coach Whetstone's going to take a timeout here with the score tied at 10. That gives us a chance to talk about one of our sponsors. Isaac, who's up?
You can keep up with Sheriff Dave Phelan on This Week with Sheriff Dave Phelan on LSN TV, Lancaster Time Warner, Channel 9. He interviews great guests and shares important community information. Mondays at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. Tuesdays at 12 noon and 9 p.m. on LSN. Lancaster Community TV. Available 24/7 online at lancasterohio.tv.
And so with Millersport now tied with the Knights, Coach Whetstone takes a timeout, hoping to try to break Doolittle's serve right now. They come out of the timeout. Coach Louise still giving some final instructions there to her setter, Tucker, on the sideline. But now we're going to be back to live action with Doolittle serving. And the Lakers handle that, set up the attack. And it looks like the Knights are going to get the ball over.
A little bit of a rough dig by Johnson.
And they get another one, but they can't get to that one. So a little bit of a pinball action there by the Knights. And the Lakers get the point. And that's going to bring Dupler. Big serves in the second set tonight. Freshman's back to try to do the same thing here in this particular set. She goes at Collier. Tucker able to set up Albert, who hits it a mile out long. So Dupler possibly doing the same thing here she did in the second game tonight.
For the
first team's up 12-10.
This will be Riley Blankenship's first time out on the court. Number 9, she's a sophomore for FCA. And set up Beatty for the attack.
I think if you're the Knights, you got to keep going to number 16. She's had some big hits here in the last couple of games. and able to stop the bleeding and get Dupler out of the serve position there. That's going to bring Furness, the senior, back to the Knights to serve with her team trailing by 1. And she gets an ace. 12-12, the score. And Furness hits it into the net. Almost under the net on that one, to be honest. And that brings the ball back over to number 4, Bailey Cumbo.
Just like that, the momentum will shift back to the Lakers side and see what they do with the ball. That'll be an ace for them.
That was an ace, plus a lot of miscommunication there between Doolittle and Furness in the back row, as now they're down by 2, 12-14.
Samantha Colliers handles that for the Knights and will set up Ruthie Johnson.
And they're going to catch Beatty in the net on that one. Beatty's looking at that, doesn't think that she was the one in the net, but it doesn't matter. The Knights are down 12-15. Millersport chance for another point here. And Johnson able to get it inside, not only the antenna, but drop it right over the net there and get a point for her team.
Bailey Cumbo serves 3 points for her team. This will bring number 6, Sydney Tucker, our setter, to serve for the Knights.
Tucker hits it into the net. So the Lakers now with a chance, up 16-13 to try to put this one away and get this third set for them. They go Doolittle, who puts it up for Tucker. Whetstone tries to dink it in there. And again, they go back to number 16, Beatty, who gets the kill. Whetstone almost got that little dink over the top in there, but the Knights were able to dig that one out and then bring it back to Beatty, who now is in the back row with the serve.
See if they can manage to catch up. They're down 2, 14-16.
And the Lakers with another nice attack there out of number 9, Stanley. But the Knights dig it out, bring it back to Doolittle for the kill. Beatty with another chance to get her team back into this one. And she puts it into the net. So several service errors here by the Knights has not given them the opportunity to get back on top of the Lakers. And Whetstone now in the back row is going to be serving for the Lakers. And Tucker handles that one that's over the net. Doolittle, though, hits it into the net. And Coach Luis is going to call a timeout with her team now down 15-18. She's going to try to get them back into this one. She really doesn't want to have to lose this third one and go to a 4th game, but we'll see what the Lakers are able to do as we continue.
Today's broadcast is a high school media production by Fairfield Christian Academy students. Students announcing, on camera, and producing and mixing. Thank you for listening and supporting the FCA Sports Network. Our announcers today are David DeWeese and Isaac Spangler. On camera we have Ian Parrish and Matt Tobin and Jared Walker. Director Assistant is JT Bertram. Graphics and audio is Ethan Roberts, and our TriCaster is Harrison Poole.
So the Lakers doing a lot of what they did there in that second game, just putting a lot of pressure on the Knights with their attacks. They're able to dig out a lot of the attacks that the Knights have been doing. And they are up on top 18-15 with Whetstone still back to serve. So Coach Louise calls that timeout. That's just her first here of this third set. Both coaches now have taken one timeout, and they still have one left with the score 18-15 in favor of the Lakers. Whetstone makes sure of this serve, but that's going to give the Knights a chance. And Doolittle hits the antenna before she gets it over the net, so there's another error on the Knights.
Johnson will send over a free ball for the Knights. And number 5, Shiloh Pierce, the freshman, manages to get a kill on that one, bringing the score to 20. Knights trailing by 5 at 15. Doolittle with the attack for the Knights. The Lakers handle it, but number 7, Joanna Whetstone, a senior captain, hit it into the net.
So the Knights now down 16 to 20 with Johnson back to serve. And she gets it in there. Freshman Price, not sure where she was that time, put her hands up. I think that ball was going out by Johnson, but Price hits it, so the Knights still have life in this game. They're going to try to get this one over. Unfortunately, number 9, Stanley, can't corral that one in, so this one's starting to serve up a little bit like game 2, where the Knights are starting to crawl back into this one after they were down quite a bit. Not quite as much as in the second set. But they're going to get a nice attack set up on this one, I think. And they do. Speakman can't handle it. Number 23, Young, gets the kill on the outside with a little bit of a slide attack there. And she gets the chance to serve with her team up 21 to 18. Young serves it to Beatty.
Doolittle dink it over for the Knights.
Johnson digs out that one.
Speakman tips it over. Cumbo will hit it over for the Lakers.
And Doolittle hits that one out wide. So another mistake by the Knights gives the Lakers a chance here to put this one away now, as they're up 22 to 18 and a lot closer to 25 than they were the last time. Coach DeWeese is going to take a timeout. We'll get a chance to talk to our sponsors.
Big Sandy Superstore was founded in 1953. They believe in giving customers the best possible value for their money spent. And if there's a problem, they simply follow the golden rule. This simple formula has stood the test of time. Big Sandy Superstore, bigger, better. In Lancaster on Memorial Drive or online at BigSandySuperstore.com.
Well, as both teams come back out for the remaining part of this third set, the Lakers seem to have the game in control right now, up 22 to 18. Not quite what Coach DeWeese was hoping to have out of her team tonight, as they are taking on the Lakers. But the Lakers have played a fine game. And Doolittle hits that one way out again with another mistake. So now the Lakers up 23 to 18, and Kyra Young back to serve.
Speakman will dig that one out for the Knights, and I'll get set up for the attack. Looks like she might have hit that one wide, but the Lakers decide to play it. Cumbo will send it over, and Doolittle will hit it into the block. Lakers managed to nab that point.
And Young's going to go back to serve set point here for the Lakers here in this third set.
Doolittle digs it out and dinks it over. The Lakers send it out, and they'll set up the setter, Sydney Tucker. The Knights are able to hit it. The Lakers falter there, missing the point.
Still a long mountain to climb here for Mackenzie Speakman. Her team's down 19-24.
A nice serve considering the circumstances. A little bit of miscommunication on the Lakers side. Brings the score to 20 to 24. The Knights have a chance to win this. It's all riding on the shoulders of sophomore Mackenzie Speakman. It's handled by Sydney Tucker, and Speakman will send over number 5 freshman Shiloh Pierce hits it into the net for the Lakers. Knights are only trailing by 3 now.
Speakman with another good serve, but the Lakers are getting a shot here. Doolittle able to dig it out. Doolittle hits that one out. So several mistakes there by the Knights in that third set gives the Lakers a big win for them at 25-21, and that's going to send this one into a game 4. So as the teams switch, we're going to take time out to hear from our sponsors.
Get out to the forest.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo! Hey guys, wait up!
And discover the wonders of nature with your family.
These trees are the key to our way of life.
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning!
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great!
An endless forest adventure.
Let's rock this jungle! Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing!
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
In 1929 in Chicago, a gentleman by the name of Marion Wade, former minor league baseball player, started the company. It was just a moth-proofing company then. In 1952, it expanded to carpet cleaning and pioneered what is now called outsourcing. And the Sidwells wanted a community that had a lot of churches, had a lot of soccer opportunities where kids love soccer, and a good Parks and Rec department, so they chose Lancaster. And so in 1980, they moved the franchise here in Lancaster to 6th Avenue. But then in 2002, Todd George, current owner, purchased the franchise from them. And in 2004, he bought a building that's on Mulberry Street, and that's where the franchise is located currently. I'm Jay Johnson, General Manager of Service Master Clean by Todd George, where we guarantee if it's not done right the first time, we'll do it again.
Service Master Clean by Todd George, 740-687-1077. 740-687-1077.
The people I looked up to weren't upstanding citizens, and so I didn't feel any need to be either. In drugs, 16, fighting all the time. Took a gun and stood in the middle of the street. Got put on a gang list, just saw the lady panic and freak out. Just this misfit of a person. I was really in a dark place. And then it kind of hit me like, somebody thinks I'm significant.
Welcome back to Fairfield Christian Academy as we get ready for this 4th set in tonight's match between the visiting Millersport Lakers and the home Fairfield Christian Lady Knights. So Millersport won that last game 25-21, and they're only down now 1-2. Knights still have the advantage that if they win this one, they can get out of here with a victory and not have it go to 5 games. But the Millersport, of course, wants to try to push this one out, and then if you get to that 5th game, it's anybody's game, to be quite honest. So you have 2 teams here that seasons, at least in the Mid-State League right now, are sitting at opposite records. Millersport only 1-6, only have one other victory in the Mid-State League. So if they could actually pull off this upset tonight, it would be a huge win for Coach Julie Whetstone. For Coach DeWeese and the Knights, they're hoping to get back to what they know they can do without the mistakes in this 4th set. There is one little change, it looks like, in the lineup as the Knights have gone with number 15, Kaylin DeWeese, in the back row. The Lakers still have their set of players that they started the game with out there, and Dupler serving to start off.
Nice dig by Johnson there to set up Albert with the kill.
And Albert, who's been quiet tonight, finally gets a kill there in the middle. I think she had a block earlier in the game maybe, but I think that may be one of her first kills of the night right there.
We'll see what Doolittle can do with the serve. She scored a good many points in the 2nd game and was very consistent in the 3rd game as well.
Starts off with an ace. Be really important with the way the games have gone for the Knights to get way up on top in this one if they can. Doolittle hits another one there. Johnson handles that one. They're going to set up Beatty on the outside. She goes at the libero, Jones, who digs it. And Whetstone just hits that one a little bit long.
It'll be nice if the Knights can keep their momentum, because once the Lakers get in their groove, they're going to town.
Yeah, I think both DeWeese and I don't know if it was Doolittle there in the back row held their breath on that one as it was looking like it was going to go in, but it did fly out.
Knights are grabbing an early lead of 4-0. Doolittle still serving for the Knights.
And Doolittle can't handle that. I will give Madison credit on that. She did break her string of serving 2 and losing 1. She actually got 3 points that time back there to serve before she lost that one. And that's going to bring Cumbo back to serve for the Lakers. Deweese handles it. And Whetstone gets the kill off of Albert's block. Beatty not able to handle that one on the dig. So the Lakers now down 2-4 with Cumbo back to serve again. Deweese sets up Tucker. Deweese again. Tucker has to send it over. And they're going to call a lift. Even though it went in the net, Neal was also going to get called for lift that time. So the Knights get the point. And that brings Samantha Collier back to serve in that spot. I think this is the first time Collier served tonight. Her team's up 5-2.
Johnson, with the block 2 times in a row. She manages to get it down.
Millersport was trying to argue that one, that Johnson went over the net, but the official said no way. She got that one clean in her play.
Collier's with the solid serve over the net. The Lakers will set up Young. And the Knights will send it back over, but it'll be a little bit long. And that'll
a little bit long on that one by Beatty as she tried to bump that one over. Millersport fans trying to bring them back into this one.
Alyssa Neal serving for the Lakers.
And Johnson gets the kill. Whetstone had the block, but actually caught it against the net there as she came down with that one. So the Knights trying to extend a lead here with Tucker back to serve and her team leading 7-3.
Looks like both teams are struggling to gain control of the court here in the beginning of this 4th game.
Tucker does the smart thing. She saw the back corner open on that one, and instead of setting it up on the second hit, she sends it long. And Coach Whetstone says, it's time to take a timeout. My team's down 3-8. I need to talk to him.
Fairfield Christian Church, serving Lancaster at the corner of Columbus and Whittier, streets near River Valley Mall. Pastor Trevor Littleton invites you to know Christ and grow in Him and share His love. Sunday morning services at 9 and 10:45 a.m. Learn more online at fairfieldchristian.org.
And so Coach Whetstone took that timeout. She's not happy with how her team's moving. They don't quite look like the same team that was in the last 2 games with the Knights. And the Knights are starting to assert themselves a little bit more of what maybe we were hoping to see out of a team that's leading their league. But there's a lot of points left in this game yet, with the Knights only up 8-3. I believe Tucker's the one back there serving right now for the Knights. So the junior setter is going to see if she can bring this one after the timeout and get the point for her side. Nice serve there by Tucker, but the Doolittle handles that. Attack. And this time they're going to catch the Lakers in the net, so Beatty gets the credit for the kill. It's a nice left-hand attack. She was going line with her left hand on that. Nice. Beatty's turned into one of the better players in the Mid-State League this year with her outside attacks.
Nice lead by 6.
Collier digs that one out. Beatty gives it to Johnson. He can't quite get it over Whetstone's block in the middle. So the senior captain for the Millersport Lakers, Whetstone, back to serve with her team down now 4-9. Deweese handles it to Tucker. He's going to set it up to Beatty, who goes off the block and out. Again, several times tonight, the Knights, when they needed a big point, have gone to their senior captain, Lindsay Beatty, and she's delivered. And now she gets the opportunity to serve with her team up 10-4.
Set up freshman Price for the attack.
Whetstone actually got that one out a little bit wide there for Price, and she couldn't get it inside of the antenna on that side when she attacked. Beatty to Jones. Whetstone's going to set up, and this time Johnson gets the block for the Knights. So Stanley there hit that one into the block in the center, just like the Knights did a second ago. Louise digs that one out. And Johnson with the kill. So the Knights now starting to extend their lead, and the wheels are kind of coming off the bus right now for the Lakers as they're down to 4-13 after they played so well tonight. And just like that, Beatty puts it into the net and gives the Lakers the relief they needed in this fourth set. They are down 2-1 and need to have this fourth set in order to push it to 5. And Kyra Young, the senior, can't get it in. She hits it out wide, and that brings the ball back over to the Knights. And Allie Albert, number 1, the junior, comes back into the front row for Collier. That brings Johnson back to serve. Jones, the libero for the Millersport Lakers, handles it. Tucker has to handle that one, so Beatty sets her up. She hits from the back row. I'm not sure what was happening there that time between Stanley and Young for the Lakers, but they just let that one drop.
Knights lead by 10 with the score 15-5. Johnson at service.
Kind of get the feeling right now it's slipping away from Millersport and any opportunity they might have for a big upset.
They'll really want to try hard to turn the tide. Pierce tips it over. Price, sorry.
Once again, the Knights are getting an opportunity to attack here. Doolittle hits it off of the block. And they're going to call Price for lift on that one. Now, that's a good call. Price does have a tendency to get a little excited out there when she goes for the attack and tries to do a two-handed attack with a push. And that time Albert comes up and gets the kill off of Jones. So the Knights pulling away in this one, 17-5. Coach Whetstone's going to take a last and final timeout of this fourth set. And the Knights come in to talk to their coach. And we are going to talk to you about one of our sponsors.
Central Ohio General Surgeons are physicians who are ready and willing to perform invasive procedures for the wellness of their patients. At Central Ohio General Surgeons, your appointment includes time for examination and discussion, so please feel free to ask questions at any time. Central Ohio General Surgeons can be contacted at 740-654-6213. We thank them for supporting the FCA Sports Network.
And you are watching FCA on LSN and a rebroadcast on the Lancaster School Network. Or you might also be watching this as on the internet, as this game will eventually be posted on YouTube for the fans that are not able to make it out to the game tonight and celebrate senior night. Seniors had a rocky night of it, but they're right now here in this fourth game starting to pull away and secure this key Mid-State League victory that they need. And they're calling number 7 for hitting it above the net because she's right now, I believe, in the back row as the setter. And Joanna Whetstone hit that one. And Johnson now finding little spaces within the Lakers defense to drop that serve. Dropped it right in front of Young, I believe, that time. Now she's going to go back to Young again, but in the back row. Deweese digs that one out. Tucker sends it back. But Millersport's going to get another opportunity. Unfortunately, Cumbro hits it out wide and long.
Score is 20-5, and it looks like the Knights are going to take this fourth match, and win the game.
Johnson with another serve. This time Johnson can't dig it out as Cumbo gets the kill on the outside. So there have been some bright spots tonight, certainly for Coach Julie Whetstone. I know her team has struggled a little bit in the league this year, but they've come in here and played a heck of a ball game tonight against the leading Knights. Louise picks that one up. They're going to set up Doolittle in the front. Middle attack spot. Tucker has to dig that one out. Albert has to help out. Tucker with the back row attack.
Neal set up Cumbo on the Lakers side.
And Madison Doolittle with the kill. Does a roll shot over the top of the block and it drops in there. That's going to bring the freshman DeWeese back to serve. She goes at Young. And that's going to be an ace for the freshman, as the Lakers did not get it to the second hit. DeWeese, another serve. Here to Cumbo. And that time Price hits it in the net. A little bit of frustration, I think, right there from Shiloh Price, the freshman on the Lakers side. DeWeese again goes to Young. Whetstone able to set up. Number 15, Alyssa Neal, who hits it into the block.
Knights are leading by 18.
DeWeese has an opportunity to close this one out for the night. And she hits that one long. I have to say, Dad saw that one coming. She wound up. Looked like she was up to bat with the softball or something there. She hit that one out wide. That's going to bring a freshman for the Lakers who's been very instrumental tonight in this ball game back to serve. Number 35, Lydia Duper. They're going to set up Beatty in the back. She hits a nice one, but Jones digs it out. Now the Lakers get it over. Johnson handles it. Tucker gets to that and sends up Doolittle, and she gets the kill. So there, with the final score of this fourth set, going to the Knights. They win it 25-7. They're going to take the victory tonight. They're going to move to 7-1 in the league and stay in top of the Mid-State League. The Lakers came here and put on a good show tonight, except for that last game. Coach Whetstone, I'm sure, will want to talk to her team about that, her performance in Game 4. They lost 25-17 to the Knights. I'm sorry, 25-7. But for Fairfield Christian, they've got 3 games yet to go in this season. They're going to be playing Tree of Life this coming Saturday, and then they'll also be playing next week 2 very important games as they go on the road to finish out the season with Harvest Prep away and a big matchup with Fisher Catholic, who's in second place and looking to try to sneak back in to take a lead of the league. So for Dave DeWeese and for Isaac Spangler. Isaac, it was great to call the game with you again tonight. Good job. Mutual. Fortunately, I think this is going to be it for us this season, calling volleyball games.
Yep, last game of the year.
Last game of the year, but maybe the 2 of us can get together again next year for the media team here. So for Isaac, I'm Dave DeWeese. I want to thank you for the game tonight. The Knights go away with a 3-1 victory over the Millersport Lakers, scoring the first game 25-17, second game 25-21. They lost that third game 25-21, and then came on in strong fashion to finish off 25-7. So we want to congratulate the seniors again here on senior night for the Knights. I want to mention them one more time. Number 23, Madison Doolittle. Number 19, the libero, Morgan Furness. The other outside hitter and senior captain, number 16, Lindsay Beatty. And the manager, Jenny Whitson. So we want to congratulate them on the fine season they're having and the career that they've had here at Fairfield Christian. Again, we want to thank you for your watching this ball game tonight with us. And so for Isaac and myself, we will see you later from Fairfield Christian Academy. Good night.
Hi, I'm former Buckeye quarterback Rex Kern. I played football, basketball, and baseball in high school. Those experiences provided me with learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. High school sports help young people learn about hard work, discipline, and sacrifice. and they go a long way in helping provide the tools needed to succeed in life. High school sports are more than extracurricular. They're extra important too.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
When it comes to choosing a school, parents who want the best education for their students look for academic excellence, skilled teachers, a safe school that encourages their values. Students want a school with competitive athletics, unique opportunities, and friendships that last a lifetime. Fairfield Christian Academy, the place where parents and students agree. Enrolling now at fairfieldchristianacademy.com.